Fearnley overcomes nerves, and Heckler. At US Open, Britain's Jacob Fearnley overcame nerves in the big moments and a heckler to secure the first US Open main draw win of his career. Fearnley, 24, struggled with his service game before coming through 7-5, 6-2, 5-7, 6-4 in a late-night battle with Spanish veteran Roberto Bautista Agut. A first service percentage of below 50% across the opening 3 sets led to 16 double faults, before Fearnley cleaned up his opening shot in the fourth to help get over the line. If you look at when the double faults were happening, serving for the match, serving to stay in the set, they came at the highest tension moments, said Fearnley, who won in 3 hours and 24 minutes, the longest match of his career. Those ones are definitely down to nerves more than anything. The Scot was also put off by a rambunctious fan behind the baseline, who was initially loudly supporting him before switching to root for Bautista Agut. When I iced the service game at 5-4 in the third, he completely turned. I couldn't believe it, Fearnley said.
I wanted to say something.
He switched quick. It wasn't abuse, just confusing and extremely loud. He didn't say a nice thing after that. Fearnley was the only Briton to win at Flushing Meadows on Tuesday, with Katie Boulter, Sonia Cardle, Francesca Jones, and Billie Harris all going out. Now he is set for a rematch against German third seed Alexander Zverev in the second round on Thursday. Zverev, who has already swept Fearnley aside at the Australian Open and Miami Open this year, beat Chile's Alejandro Tabailo in his opening match. Another career milestone ticked off for Fearnley. Fearnley's progress has been so rapid over the past 15 months, it can be easy to forget how inexperienced he remains at the highest level. Little over a year ago, the former U.S. college student was ranked outside of the world's leading 500 players. Since then, he has soared up the rankings, cracking the top 50 in June, after a stunning introduction to the ATP Tour. Fearnley has a habit of drawing high-profile names early in the Grand Slams and has already played on some of the iconic courts in the game. But in recent months his form has been compromised by a nervous tension which is particularly damaging to his serve. Asked how he can solve the issue, Fearnley said, "I'm not too sure. I guess it's helpful to know that even hitting all those double faults I can win the match. That's a positive more than anything. There are good days and bad days, but in recent matches the doubles faults have been an issue. I'll be playing Zverev next on another big court, a high-stakes, high-tense environment, and I think putting myself in those situations will help." With Fearnley and Bautista Agut not taking to the court until after 8 p.m. local time, a long night looking inevitable when the British number 3 finally secured a 62-minute opener. When Fearnley used greater variety in the second and third sets to move the world number 47 around, it reaped rewards. Fearnley closed in on a relatively sharpish straight-setter when he broke serve early in the third, only for more double faults to help 37-year-old Bautista Agut extend the contest. But he reset admirably in the fourth set, landing more first serves and limiting the double faults to get over the line. Surviving the first round meant Fearnley has now completed a full set of victories at the 4 Grand Slam tournaments. "It was an extremely tough match. I knew Roberto would make me go right to the end," said Fearnley, who wrapped up victory about 11:15 p.m. local time.